Are you serious? Are you serious? I guess the question is, how did Iran and how did North Korea actually get uranium in their hands? Well, we're finding out now. First of all, word on the street is that it was Israel that bombed that Iranian facility in Syria 2 nights ago. And that caused that massive explosion. The reason it exploded was not because, as Russia had hinted, that maybe Israel had used a tactical nuke because it caused a 2.6 earthquake. We're finding out now, no, that's not the case at all. There was nuclear bomb that exploded, though. It's because it was already underground. This was an underground assembly factory as the enriched uranium had come into Syria from Iran, and that it had come in there along with other parts, and there were people underground assembling nuclear missiles and bombs. And so what Israel did, there was a lot of cargo planes bringing a lot of material. What Israel did is they flew in there and shot a bunker buster missile in there to blow the whole thing up, and that detonated that small tactical nuke, but that was enough to set off a 2.6 earthquake. Now, according to the Japan News, Iran has the technical capability to enrich uranium to a higher level than it could before the multinational nuclear deal was reached to curb its nuclear program. State TV has quoted the head of the Iran's Atomic Energy Organization. U.S. and Mr. Saleh, actually U.S. President Donald Trump has given European signatories till May the 12th of a deadline to fix these terrible flaws in the agreement, or he will refuse to extend the U.S. sanctions relief on Iran. Now, according to Jerome Corsi, information is how did Iran get their hands on uranium in the first place? Just how they get uranium? Well, that takes us to the Uranium One Deal between the Clinton Foundation and how Hillary Clinton, as Secretary of State, along with everybody that signed off on it, Eric Holder from the Attorney General, James Comey signed off on it, Robert Mueller knew about it, James Clapper signed off on it, Barack Obama signed off on it. There was 9 different agencies that agreed to let this deal go through. We sold 20% of our uranium to a company in Canada called Uranium One, who then sold it to the Russians, who then kicked back a donation to the Clinton Foundation for $145 million. Then Russia distributed some of this uranium to North Korea, to Iran. Of course, they kept a large amount of it for themselves, and some of it even got into Syria. But the uranium that got into Syria got there after being enriched in Iran. Now, Iran has to move this out of their country because they don't want to get caught building nuclear bombs. So what they do is they enrich the uranium in Iran and then move the enriched uranium to Syria, where they put in this underground factory, if you will, an assembly underground, deep in the ground, where they take the enriched uranium from Iran and then assemble nuclear bombs. Israel, who got their hands on all of Iran's nuclear atomic plan, 183 CDs of it, 110,000 files. So obviously, Israel knows right where these nuclear bombs are being assembled. So Israel flies in and shoots a bunker-busting bomb right into the heart of this thing and blows it away. And it erupts. The explosion is so massive it sets off a 2.6 earthquake. But in the heart of this whole thing, the reason Trump is now going after North Korea and going after Iran is it is the uranium that came out of the Uranium One Deal. The Clinton collusion with Russia through Uranium One and the distributing of uranium that's now being enriched in both North Korea and in Iran, but being assembled in Syria. And now we know this is the fact. Jerome Corsi's already been talking about it. And we know Uranium One Deal was a total collusion, yet you see no investigations on this. Because this is the big scandal. This is the real, not Stormy Daniels, not Trump's lawyer. No, guys, seriously, it's not, what's Robert Mueller really doing here? This is all about the bait and switch to keep your eyes off what's the real issue. Why did Lavoy Finnegan die defending his land out there when they shot him dead in the snow? Because the land was there was land grabs going on by the federal government using eminent domain, taking large swaths of land from these landowners because in the land is uranium. It's getting uglier and uglier and uglier. And all of this was going on under the Obama administration. Now, Hillary Clinton was not supposed to lose the election. That is the whole problem here. She was supposed to win and just continue to carry on this whole thing. Folks, you were getting ready to be handed over. There was going to be a one world government. The United States was getting ready to be forced to hand over the keys of our government to a bigger entity called the seven-headed beast, with the horns, with the crowns, and the name blasphemy. But it has been stayed. It has been set back. We're going to talk about all this tonight and a whole lot more. I'll put the link below to the Japan news. You can read the article yourself. Are you serious? Oh, the plot thickens. I want to thank my contacts, word on the street, for this critical information. And the pieces and the dots are being connected now. What's really going on? Israel is screaming at the top of their lungs. They know what's happening. They can see Psalms 83 coming. And think about this, that interview with Chuck Missler I did back on October 20th, 2015, after I returned from Israel, when I was there during the Knife Intifada, it's called. Missler then talks about the next big biblical event is Psalms 83. And so he dies just before what looks like the start of it. And Missler was 83. And he dies just as we're ready to start Psalms 83. Are you serious? May he rest in peace, and may we meet him again in glory. I'll be back with more in just a moment. 10 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss the broadcast.